It ended up winning just shy of 130,000.
Wait, but that...
Which by 2019...
Wait, what? What kind of dumb strategy is that? I'm assuming they didn't actually pay him, right? Because otherwise, what problem did you solve? The whole point for bringing him in is so that one guy stops winning so much of your money. Broke 2 game shows. Oh, this is from Drew. I haven't seen this one.
Hey guys, welcome back to 1986, the long-awaited sequel.
Oh, wait, before it starts. Is this the guy who beat Double Whammy? Am I remembering that correctly? The guy who, like, won $1 million from Whammy? It is not that guy. It is. I'm getting yeses and I'm getting no's. I'll just watch.
This video is probably going to be shorter than usual, but I couldn't not talk about this. So I recently bought a new Samsung TV, and the only reason I specify what brand it was is because it's important to the story. I use it to play video games and watch movies. You know, it's a television. But every time I turn off my PlayStation, it automatically switches to something called Samsung TV Plus, a service I didn't ask for and do not want. And the channel that's always on is Buzzer, which plays a bunch of ancient game shows that have...
This looks fucking awesome.
You'll have a show where the grand prize is $40. There's always ads for, like, child cigarettes. And Richard Dawson won't stop kissing every single woman on the lips.
What the fuck, Richard?
One time in an interview, he said it was for good luck. But then why not kiss the men too, Richard? They don't need good luck? But I'm not here to talk about Family Feud or sexual harassment. This video is about a show from the 80s
sexual assault.
What the fuck? Of the century. Now, I had never heard of this show until last night at 2 a.m. And instead of explaining the game to you, I'm just going to show you what I watched so you can experience it in the same way.
So far, Curtis Warren has won cash and prizes totaling $45,000.
Ooh, baby.
5 seconds in, I already love this guy. They start listing off some of the prizes, which range from pretty dumb to cool as hell.
And continue a journey towards a fortune in cash and prizes, including this Mercury Cougar.
That looks like shit.
So it's originally from Amsterdam, Netherlands. Let's hear it for Michelle Sakharov.
Hey, Michelle. Nice to meet you.
You have this guy, who's the host of the show, but you also have this woman, who only comes out to introduce the other 2 contestants. And then you have these women, whose entire job it is to escort them 4 feet to their chair.
I mean, it's a pretty important job.
In the kitchen so far. Seems like you could have streamlined some of these jobs. But you have John and Michelle, who both start off their introductions with what I would consider to be equally bad jokes. But watch how differently the host reacts to both of them.
What's that mean, you lead a very filling life?
Well, I'm a dentist, and I'd say drilling and filling would probably be more accurate.
Drilling and filling.
No.
Nice to have you here with us, John.
You jokester.
Buddy. John, you are a hoot and a half. And let's get started.
$20 starts all 3 players off. Let's go.
So is Curtis the Turbo Gamer?
Private investigator.
Private investigator, Magnum PI.
He is.
Wow, that was...
I felt it.
Quite a fast buzzer, all right.
This New York City street gives its name to musical theater. Curtis.
Radio City.
Curtis is bending him over.
Make sure you know the answer before you buzz it.
What kind of board is used by a sidewalk surfer? Curtis.
A surfboard.
No. Sidewalk
Jesus, Curtis.
A skateboard.
Cool, so our boy has now answered all 3 questions, and he is in last place.
If you stay up all night working, you're said to be burnt.
Can you guess who buzzed in?
Curtis.
The Midnight Oil.
Yes, indeed. And he's back to the $20.
Curtis.
They're snakes.
That's what they are, and the champion back into the league.
Okay, so we've made it through 1 whole round, and no one else has buzzed in. Since Curtis is in the lead, and apparently the only person playing, he's given the opportunity to buy a prize. In this case, it's a fancy coffee machine.
Very nice. You like good coffee?
Curtis is on that Sigma male energy.
Aficionado, that's for sure.
Really? This guy drinks caffeine? Wouldn't have guessed. But he doesn't buy it, so we're right back into the trivia.
Who starred in the films Swing Shift and Curtis?
Goldie Hawn.
$10 lead for the champion. You find a lawyer practicing in one or a tennis player playing on one. Curtis.
A court.
Court is what they have in common in the 15.
Damn, Curtis.
The title of Bram Stoker's classic, Curtis.
Dracula.
About a Transylvanian Count Dracula it is.
Speed Runner.
Are you guys noticing the theme yet?
Just die.
And since Curtis is the only one answering, he's also the only one getting money, and therefore the only one who can buy the prizes. Hell, he has a chance for $10 whole right here, but instead wins a bunch of chocolate.
Chocolate!
$500 worth of chocolate.
Chocolate!
Woohoo!
Much approach of the boundary between Texas and Mexico? Curtis?
The Rio Grande.
Rio Grande is right.
Buzz, say something. So John and Michelle must feel like fucking idiots so far, and then the host does this.
John, hit that buzzer. See that? All right, it's good. Yeah, darn right. Now, clear. Now, Michelle, that's it. Just got to get in there a little ahead of him.
John, I think we all loved that dentist joke, but you're making a fool out of yourself here, so why don't you pull your head out of your ass and answer a goddamn question.
What would you do with baklava? Curtis?
Oh, come on! So John might as well be asleep over there. But
John is really fucking
13 questions, someone else buzzes in.
This
and
word
it's not
can
John.
describe both the birth of a chicken and something you batten down. Michelle.
Hatch?
Yes, indeed.
Michelle, you did it! Today is the day we finally take down Curtis.
Who was the president in office at the Michelle?
Roosevelt?
No.
God damn it! Despite the small hiccup in his game, Kurt is not phased one bit.
The first television
Tier 1
soundtrack to go number
Alaric.
1 on the pop charts. Curtis?
Oh, I don't know.
Curtis is so
bubble.
confident in his strategy
And of course,
that
I love
he would
Harry
rather
Mack.
buzz in and get it wrong than wait even one more second for context and risk letting someone else answer.
On what would you be riding if you were competing in a race called a... Curtis?
A bicycle?
Gonna look weird going over the hump in a steeplechase on a bicycle. No!
Clearly, though, it's working. Even if he loses some money here and there, he is...
So the other ones don't get to
in
buzz
John
in after he gets it wrong?
Now she's rushing to buzz in just to try to beat him, and that's backfiring. And John, poor John, he just has the most defeated look on his face. Check
Thanks
this
to Tier
shit
1
out.
Robo.
He got some money. It's a $10 money card.
Video editing was awesome back then. Time for the speed round. Gee, I wonder who's gonna have the advantage here.
In what sport would you try to stay out of a sand trap? Michelle?
Baseball?
Wrong.
Oh, sorry
Golf.
about that, Michelle.
Golf.
That answer
Sand
is
trap
only
and
correct
baseball.
when Curtis says it.
Name the TV bar run by Bostonian Sam. Michelle?
Cheers.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Camelot.
Right.
Fish.
Right.
Bunker.
Wrong.
An onion.
Tie.
German.
Right.
Michelle, you're really doing it.
Green.
Wrong.
Charles.
Wrong.
You're not doing it.
Curtis came out on top.
Well, she kind of rallied, though. Well, she kind of
At the end
popped
of
off.
the show, there were about 40 questions asked, and John didn't buzz in once. No, actually, that's not true. He did get that practice buzz in.
John, you got the sportswear. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming out today.
Hey, John, thanks for looking like a fucking
You are
idiot.
just very bad at this game. You're probably wondering if all the other episodes looked about the same.
Damn, Curtis.
$72,262. $86,280.
Curtis is kind of the man.
Heaven helps those.
I like
Who
Curtis.
help themselves.
Yes, indeed. And Curtis has helped himself to a $15 lead over Bob. How do you cook steak tartare, Curtis?
You don't.
No, you don't. That's raw. You're right.
Luau.
Luau is what it is.
The fountain of youth.
And that's what it is.
Basketball.
Name Naismith. You are right. It is basketball.
I'm a huge fucking Curtis fan. Holy shit.
February 29th.
Right. What travels at 186,000, Curtis?
Light.
Curtis back to 75.
He's a plant for sure.
And one for
I think he must be, yeah.
Seeing how quickly he'd get in the heads of the other two opponents. Inevitably, after a few questions, they'd start to sweat a little bit. They'd start to get antsy and try to buzz in early like he does,
Maybe
but
give
it
some
always
koala.
backfires.
What French phrase is used to describe individually priced... Rick?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Oh. Although it comes from the Latin word for seven.
Hey, I'm dumb. Forgive me.
Why you beat into the buzzer, Bob?
That's what I wanted to do.
Even in the episodes where his competition gets a little tougher, he would just turn it up a notch and go full on sicko mode.
In which state did the Revolutionary War's Battle of Trenton? Curtis?
New Jersey.
Right. John Audubon.
Hey,
was
you give
famous
some
for
turtle?
painting Curtis?
Birds.
Right.
I kind of wish the contestants wore uniforms in this show, just so I could buy a jersey with Curtis's name on it.
Curtis has done it.
Ever since I was about 3 minutes into the very first episode I watched, I have been dying to recreate this show. So I did. Curtis, you've won 416 games in a row, made over $7 million in cash.
So how did he break
prizes.
2
You think
game
today
shows
is the day
then?
you finally get taken down? Not a chance. Well, we're all hoping you do, because we're in a lot of debt right now. Let's bring out the other 2 lambs to their slaughter. He's a world-renowned MIT professor. He graduated at the top of his class. Please welcome Mark. This next gentleman knows a thing or two about hats. He owns a ball cap emporium in Polk County.
It's almost over. How does he break another one in that
Welcome,
short
Tim.
time?
I am now
Thanks me some
done
Thimbo.
for the day. Who's ready to
And
play?
Polo Bear.
I am. Curtis, that wasn't a question, but glad to see you're already on your bullshit. Let's get started. Question 1. The 1916 summer... Curtis? Montreal, Canada. Montreal, of course, is correct. $5 to you, and our champion is out in front. Question number 2. In music... Curtis. A quarter note. Yes, indeed it is, and Curtis with the early $10 lead. How the hell do we beat this guy? I don't know.
What was his name? Curtis what? I want to look him up after this.
Invented... Who else? Curtis. Thomas Edison. Of course. That was a bit of an easy one. You guys gotta wake up. How did you...
Curtis Warren.
Mark,
look him up.
Go on ahead. During his run on Sale of the Century, Curtis Warren won over $130,000 in cash and prizes. Then 15 years later, he grew out his hair a little bit and was on another game show called Greed, where he won $1.4 million.
What?
I know it's kind of hard to see because this video only has 1 pixel that's stretched across the entire screen, but just trust me, okay? I looked it up and he was the only person to ever win over $1 million on that show. Aside from having a legendary haircut, Curtis Warren is one of the most impressive and successful game show contestants of all time.
Wait, how did he do it in Greed, though?
Google his name. The first person to come up is
he's an English gangster. I just did that.
That's unfortunate, but it just goes to show you that money isn't everything. Hey, speaking of money, let's hear a word from today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Current, the future of mobile banking. Guys,
Current does slap.
Say it. I don't like going to the bank.
Yeah, Current does absolutely slap. Hold on, I want to look up more about Curtis Warren. So he kind of breezed through his other one, which was significantly more money. Curtis Warren. Where can I find like his total winnings? Because I can find his Sale of the Century run. Curtis Warren was an air traffic controller. The #1 game show winner is Brad Rutter, who was a record store clerk who took home $4.5 million in total winnings from what game show? From his 5-day appearance in Jeopardy in 2001. The only time Rutter ever lost on Jeopardy was when he lost to Watson, the computer, in 2011 IBM Challenge. He claimed in a 2005 interview to have flypaper memory, which helped him develop a love and mastery of trivia while playing on his high school's Quiz Bowl team. A self-proclaimed slacker with a poor attention span, Rutter dropped out of Johns Hopkins University and worked at a Coconuts record store in his hometown of Lancaster. He continued to work there even after winning on Jeopardy the first time around because he figured he would make more money once he got the inevitable invite. Jesus Christ. The rules regarding consecutive wins changed in 2003. So when another contestant, Ken Jennings, had his 74-day run in 2004, he passed Brad, became the highest money winner at the time, but then Brad took it back. In 2019, Brad and fellow Jeopardy champion Larissa Kelly and Dave Madden teamed up for the All-Stars and they won $1 million and he walked away with $333K. This guy has literally made a career out of winning game shows. That's so fucking badass. 5.1 million in total winnings. Video cheating's always interesting. True, but these are probably underwhelming, but I'll check it out.
Price.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Space cheating. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at some of the smartest cheaters in game show history and exactly how they managed to sneak away with their winnings. The former British Army Major gained infamy in 2001 after September 9th and 10th appearances on the popular game show Who
I know this one. People were coughing, or his family was coughing.
All the way through to the final round and ended up winning the maximum amount of money possible, £1 million. While playing, Ingram would take full advantage of the show's structure, talking out loud to himself and going over each answer multiple times. This didn't seem out of the ordinary at all because multiple contestants on different game shows have employed similar tactics. And Billionaire's host even claimed that the check signing afterwards seemed perfectly normal and nothing out of the ordinary had taken place. However, controversy sparked once one of the producers of the show got their hands on the footage to edit it together for TV and noticed that every single time Ingram said the correct answer out loud, someone would cough in the audience.
Diana develops a nasty cough of her own.
A1 or Craig, David.
As it turns out, Charles had plotted beforehand with his wife Diana and another contestant to guarantee their success, which in fact saw either of the two coughing from the audience whenever Charles said the right answer. While Ingram wouldn't serve any jail time, him, his wife, and the fellow contestant on the plan ended up having to pay 115,000 euros in fees.
I mean, they won $1 million though. I know this one.
I drive an ice cream truck in the summer. I hope to win enough money here not to have to do that this summer. With you today?
Back in 1984, Larson applied and ended up contesting on the game show Press Your Luck, a show that revolved around game boards. Larson had started recording Press Your Luck episodes shortly after its 1983 debut and quickly realized that the randomizer moving the light indicator on the game's big board only had 5 different patterns.
One prize worth more than 5,000. Some whammies. Be careful. Here we go. $4,000 on a spin.
Larson started to memorize these patterns, and after doing some practicing by pausing with his remote control, he was confident
it's not even really cheating. It's an actual strategy.
The board
He's aimbotting. Kinda. It's genius.
Stop at 1,000 and a spin. 12,005. 6 spins, 7 spins. You haven't lost a spin, Michael.
Once he felt confident in his plan, Larson spent most of his savings to fly over to Los Angeles and audition for the show. Bobby Edwards, the contestant supervisor, was actually suspicious about Larson and his motives for playing and didn't let him in. But the show's executive producer, Bill Carthers, overruled this and allowed him onto the show. Larson employed his tactics and ended up winning over $110,000, which has more than doubled in value since 1984.
Why do you keep spamming Arab Moist? I don't know how many times I need to say I've already caught up with all of it.
The prize amount was even revealed.
I don't know why people keep spamming that.
CBS initially refused to pay Larson.
I clearly can see it.
The legal team look it over.
And for the millionth time, I've already watched.
Rules forbidding what he had done.
Jesus fucking Christ!
He hadn't even cheated.
It's not just one guy. I've seen like 10 different names.
Illegal schemes and issues with. And next up, you guys, we got a Spanish game show by the name of Pasapalabra.
I don't know this one, but Michael Larson's a goddamn hero.
Sí, Alfredo en béisbol, entrada.
The game show is well known for bringing in already established celebrities, and for this episode brought in Spanish television presenter, actress, and model Adriana Abina.
Una bendita. Yo ya me planto con una ya experimentada de lo que es ser mamá y me parece que es una experiencia muy chula.
During one of the game show's particular segments where contestants had to try to guess the tune they were listening to, Adriana was doing suspiciously well, all while before people realized she looked down towards her lap before getting the answer right.
Did she have her phone?
As it turned out, Adriana had her phone open in her lap with Shazam, the app that automatically tells you what song is playing.
Wait, what the fuck? That's like high school cheating.
Well, doing exactly that. This one is admittedly a lot more lighthearted than the other entries on this list, with the host joking it off and even commending Adriana for such a brilliant strategy.
Brilliant?
And up next comes a man by the name of Charles Van Doren. Way back during the 1950s, one of the most popular game shows was named 21 and features a similar concept still employed today where contestants can keep coming back every episode as long as they continuously win. Well, after Man, that showrunners despised, had kept winning and winning, they decided to sabotage his streak by bringing in Charles Van Doren, giving him all the correct answers beforehand, and having him finally dethrone the former king of 21.
That's fucked up.
The showrunners liked Charles' demeanor and telegenic look so much that they wanted to keep him around on the show and intentionally helped him break the former champion's winning streak. Charles would go on to win every single episode of 21 for 2 entire months, being fed the answers beforehand and ended up winning just shy of 130,000 in earnings, which by 2019...
Wait, what? What kind of dumb strategy is that? I'm assuming they didn't actually pay him, right? Because otherwise, what problem did you solve? The whole point for bringing him in is so that one guy stops winning so much of your money. But then you get this guy in here and you just let him keep winning your money. I'm assuming they didn't actually pay this fucking guy, right? Ratings or something? But they already had a win streak from that guy. They hated the other one. Did they not hate him because he was winning that money? I guess he was just like a really unlikable guy. Okay, I mean, I guess that's possible.
After having enough living with the lies, however, Charles came out with the truth about being given every correct answer he ever gave on 21 beforehand.
You'll have to tell me rather
He divorced her.
He did. You're right. Finally, the 5th.
The 5th. It's one more.
Charles' actions would go on to spark a lot of waves in the game show community, as it soon came out that just about every game show from the 1950s had their own form of corruption or scandal. An unfortunate truth, especially when you hear the quote Charles had given earlier in his string of victories when suspicion over his legitimacy was questioned. And finally, you guys, we've got a man by the name of Terry Nees. By the time Terry shows up for that episode of Price is Right, the show's then 38-year history didn't see a single person perfectly guess the price of a showcase. Terry Nees broke that 38-year streak, as he'd be the first man in history to ever correctly guess the exact price of a showcase. Linda realized every single prize on the show had been repeated, so they just had to memorize the values. After making it to the final round and seeing the showcase, Terry remembered his studies and figured the retail price must have been around $23,000.
$23,743. Wow. That's a very exact bid. Good luck. Sharon, here's your showcase.
Given how the Price is Right works, the following numbers were
That's just another great strat.
So Terry simply picked his wedding date and his wife's birth month to fill in the last 3 numbers, with April 7th and March giving him $23,743, the exact price. His explanation to Drew Carey afterwards led the show being almost completely changed, with an all-new showcases and prices to ensure this kind of quote-unquote cheating.
Yeah, this is literally not cheating.
Although, just like Larson, Terry got to keep his money, as no rule banned this method at the time.
Hasn't happened since 72 or 73. Right in the
And with that being said, that concludes 5 smartest games.
Yeah, I mean, that's just good strat. Like, that's, I mean...
If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like.
There was, like...
Also comment down...
Out of this whole list, there was only 1 cheater. Right? Or 2. I forgot about the British guy. There's only 2 cheaters. Everyone else just used, like, an actual strat. Oh, 3, I guess, if you count this goofy one, which I wouldn't really count because it's not, like, a real game show. That was interesting. A lot more interesting than I thought. Michael Larson, though, is a really cool story. Like, that is just such a fucking great idea. The guy studied the game by just watching it on his TV and using the pause remote in order to stop it to simulate the button. It's so good. God, his story was cool. Who's ready to get laid?
Hi. You love London?
Who doesn't, am I right?
I'm Daniel.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Daniel.
I like you.
Why?
You look very, like, I'm attracted to you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Do you like me?
Do you want to get married?
I don't know you either. Is this creepy or?
A tad.
Like, extremely, actually.
Because it was very hard for me to talk to girls when I was growing up, and, like, until recently.
Oh, shit!
My diet. And so...
Wait, it's this Daniel.
Way less anxiety.
I know this Daniel.
I can talk to anyone I want, and it's so fun. Yeah, because there's a lot of people, guys, who are in the same boat as I was, like, that are too scared. Like, how many guys approached you today?
It's been a long time since we've seen his content.
Other than, like, homeless people asking for spare change.
Today, none.
None?
Yeah, because I've been indoors all day. I have.
Oh my god. I like you so much.
Oh.
Like, I'm getting, like, turned on.
Oh.
Because I say what's on my mind. I don't overanalyze things. You know, it's so. I feel so free. This is awesome. This is so awesome.
Well, I totally understand the need to speak your mind and like the.
Yeah, this guy used to have like 5-hour-long videos doing this. Long time ago.
I can record whoever I want, unless they tell me not to.
I mean, coming up to a girl telling her that she makes you hard is like sexual harassment.
I want to like touch you right now.
Oh my!
Like, I want to be all over you, you know. Like red on that cup, like red on that heart, you know. Like white on rice, you know.
Oh my fucking god!
Your
He's got a silver tongue.
Acting right now is very calm compared to most people. Like most people like just ignore me or like get out, like stop recording me and stuff.
Whatever happened to this guy? Does anyone remember what happened to that guy? It's been years since I've seen his stuff. His channel though used to have like 5-hour-long videos doing that to like every girl that he ever saw. It was really disturbing stuff. It is Cringe Planet. Oh, I didn't even look at the name. Oh, true. That makes more sense.
I approve. Hey, how's it going?
Ooh, rough.
Totally rejected.
Damn, your fucking motorcycle didn't work.
You want?
Go ahead, filled up after you come, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
I just $10.
10?
Yeah, number 1.
He's like celebrating it, like I scared her away.
Do you watch YouTube?
What?
Oh wow, totally rejected. Yeah, just keep walking.
What do you mean? Like, what the fuck?
Can I kiss you?
Oh, this one's just a classic. We've all seen that. I think that guy's a fucking pussy slang stud.
But I want you guys to make some noise for Mike DC right now. Get loud! Guys.
Oh, this is a DMCA risk, but Mike DC kind of slaps. Made a whole video on this rap. Hey, RuneScape.
Only if we could. Sleep is so good. Sleep. People don't get enough sleep.
Is she advertising real world trading?
Right now.
Yeah, I could so tell. I could so tell that you're sleeping. I must be speaking to an automated recorder.
Oh, this is
AI today.
Alicia,
working,
right?
Nope, you're actually part of my nightmare.
I'm part of your nightmare? Rawr, rawr. Am I a monster in your nightmare?
Bro, I'm gonna come. That was so smooth.
It's Kelly. Just watch.
Sir, could you step
Oh,
away?
this is random cringe. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't read the title. It said number 3 and I thought it was pickup artist cringe. I was wondering what the fuck was happening. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, that's my bad. I thought we were still watching pickup artist cringe. We truly do live in a society. Jesus.
Could you step away from me, please? I'm asking very nicely.
Your reach is far enough to me.
Okay, could you step away from me,
No,
please?
I think you're far.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Okay, you're about ready to be
suckle on
arrested.
his fingers.
Step away from me, please.
That'd scare him.
Kelly,
Step away from me,
just
please.
watch him.
All right?
Watch him, Kelly.
Okay, sir, I've asked you to step away
I
from
dare
me.
you to touch me.
Touch him.
I dare you to
Touch him.
About ready to be
I
arrested.
dare you
Titty
to
twister.
touch me.
Titty twister.
Touch me.
All right?
I dare you to fucking touch me. I dare you to touch me. Touch
Could
me.
you step away from me, please?
No, I will stand right here on the fucking sidewalk, public sidewalk, and I dare you to goddamn touch me.
Sir,
I
you
fucking
have
dare.
nothing-
No,
you
fuck
have
you,
no
dude.
idea.
Double dog dare him and he has to. It's a cheat code.
No idea.
He touched you.
Keep your hands out of
Touch
my
me.
face.
He just did. He just fucking did.
Touch me.
Could you stay?
All of this is being recorded. Touch me right now.
Touch him again.
No, motherfucker. I'm not going to go to jail. Touch me.
Stay away from
Even
me.
his friend is trying to help him.
You're hindering and delaying? No, I don't
I'm
shake hands with
I
you.
mean,
What is that?
I'm not
he went for some
shaking hands.
daps.
What did you just say?
I'm gonna ask you.
I'm
I said-
hindering an investigation?
No.
Are you
I'm
serious?
dealing with this gentleman here. I'm going to ask you to step away.
You're
Thank
doing-
you.
This is the most patient
You are
cop
not
ever.
A law
I'm
enforcement
asking you to step away.
You are not a
Thank
law
you.
enforcement officer. Do you understand?
Step away from me.
You understand that you are not.
Step away from
don't
me.
At this point, let the other guy go
away
and
from
arrest
me.
this
Do not
guy.
touch me. Do you understand that you are not a law enforcement investigator?
220, could you start me at
Fuck
13?
you.
Step away from me.
Fuck you, bitch. If you hit me like that again, I will fuck you up. Do you understand that?
Step away from
Do
me.
not fucking touch me, bitch.
Step away from
Don't
me. You're
fucking
under arrest.
Oh, we got him. We got him. Foot chase.
I'm under arrest, bitch. Really?
Let's go, Officer Touch.
Türkmen dediği Yunus Emre.
Okay. That was cute. What a cute way of finishing.